Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing QUEEN LATEEFAH, produced by Wunmi Toriola, who also stars in it. Now this one went to cinemas sometime in 2024 and is only hitting streaming now on Kava to a worldwide audience. And as such, this review will contain lots of spoilers and specific details from the movie. So if you don't like that, check out, watch the film, then return. But if you're like me, you've seen it or you do not mind for spoilers, sit down, relax, and let's get into the nitty-gritty of this film. Now, Latifah is a con woman. Pretty much it. She's a con woman. She has a backstory, a deep backstory if you may, but she's a con woman nonetheless. She starts out by defrauding this supermart guy. You know, it was the way he played it was pretty funny, you know, and she was like, I find it even difficult to explain, but let's just say that the movie starts and before you know it, someone sleeps and starts to add very caricature. That is Latifah. He's like, I don't know this and that. And then she thinks is calling her lawyer that she's this person, that person, someone highly placed in society, basically. And at the end of the day, the supermart gives her a lot of goodies to take home, you know, which I get the sense that she sells to her already established line of contacts, which tells us that this is not her first rodeo. She's an expert in this game. The next con Latifah goes on shows us her placing cockroach in the meal that she takes at the restaurant, and she's like, this and that. Once again, she's compensated this time around, giving a large suite for her to relax, you know, all expense paid on the hotel. So basically, it's her job. It's what she does for a living. Away from the flashy lifestyle that she feigns to be part of, Latifah is a regular girl living in a slum. He friends a mechanic, whom I get the sense was a friend of her father, because when we get to learn her backstory, her dad was a mechanic. But Latifah's biggest score is in the form of Rhodes, played by Kunle Remi. Now, when Latifah crosses paths with this guy, she's starstruck, I think. She just wants him to be her latest mark. That's how it starts out. And for Rhodes, he's impressed by this lady who seems to be not all that, but is a lot. Now, it's funny how they met. Latifah stole the identity of someone while at the hotel, and I mentioned before that she had gotten the free pass, you know, to stay in. And for some reasons I don't fully understand, perhaps she goes look out for our next mark. He infiltrates this high net worth party, you know, so that's where Jide Rhodes caught sight of her. She wasn't doing anything special, but he just saw her, was slithering. I mean, look at. So it's pretty much unclear, apart from the fact that the movie just wanted to put them in a place where they could cross paths, you know, but it wasn't really spelled out exactly why Latifah would want to attend this thing, because it wasn't like she was out to look for a mark. It wasn't showing that way. No, but let's just say that as Jide Rhodes crosses paths with her, she is all hell bent on sucking her tentacles into him. She's like, this guy, I might chop you clean, I go leave you run. But yeah, something unforeseen comes into play, which is feelings. Jide catches feelings for her, and Latifah catches feelings according to what the script dictated, because yeah, I wasn't exactly feeling it. I couldn't understand when and how the feelings came into play. Because say for the fact that Jide took her on this whole company retreat, there was like, my company is going on a retreat somewhere. She's like, oh yeah, I have a marketing something from this very high prestigious foreign university. That is like, you're hired on the spot, come join us. So apart from that weekend that they spent together in the presence of the entire staff, his workforce, and let's say another weekend she spends with him at his parents' place, where his mom and his sister don't like her. I don't exactly understand where the feelings is coming from. There's something the film does where it just goes from his sister outrightly disliking Latifah to, you know what, I understand. At least I'm happy I'm not a psycho. I'm like, what did I miss? You know, so that was basically what it felt like a lot of the times, that the film was just telling us what to feel. It kept dictating to us how to feel. Not doing enough to set the stone or to set the path towards that feeling. So a lot of the time when they told us where these characters were at, it did not feel earned. I found myself feeling confused more often than not. You know, so that was one big issue I had with the film. You know, and then we had some other characters that didn't really add much to the story. The character played by Lateefah Adedimeji and I think Nasboy, they were footers, or let's just call them background filler characters in the slum where she lived. But because it got screen time that felt a lot and did not add anything at all to the central narrative, I just thought we could have done without them completely, you know. What else? Let's see. I think that for the most part, that was just some of the things I didn't like about Queen Lateefah. Did I have a good time with this film? I think I did. I think in the midst of all its issues that are not so much, but very important, I could still see glimpses of what this film could have been, what it was going for. And in the times when I decided to, let me just look past your issue and just understand what is happening, I think I liked it. Now, Wunmi Toriola does her best sometimes, and sometimes she overdoes it, sometimes she underplays it. You see glimpses of what this character could be, even though she never quite lives up to the potential that I thought she was capable of. No, but for the most part, what she gives us, it just works. You just take it and you enjoy it. It wasn't a bad film by far measures. It wasn't a great film either. There was a lot of room left for improvement. Way too many rooms left for improvement. But things we did get, could ease out a chuckle or two from you here and there in the times when it's slapstick is not feeling too forced, or something. But yeah, for the most part, it was okay. It was a passable watch. Let's just watch and okay, spend my evening. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, Queen Lateefah. Like, that's how I felt about it. Well, let me know, have you seen Queen Lateefah? What did you feel about it? What did you think about the film? Do you agree with some of the things I've said? Do you not agree? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.